beautiful creators, and welcome back to the Creative Cosmos. Ooh. So today I'll be showing you guys a journal that I did over quarantine. I will probably have to do like a part 2. Today I'm going to show you guys all about the journal, the inside, and talk just a little bit about it. And then I think the next video I'll just show you guys how I made it, and I'll give you all the materials and stuff like that. All right, let's get creating. So this is my journal. I got this 100% handmade from India off of eBay. The lady who did it is incredible. It's completely real leather, as you can see from the inside. And then the pages are 100% cotton, which I wasn't really too sure about at first. But I found out that it's great for the environment. Whoop whoop. And it actually lasts a lot longer than the regular paper that we use. So I thought that was cool because hopefully this will last for generations to come. So I'm really excited about that. So on the cover, you can see my lock broke. Poopy. It just got so stuffed that it just couldn't handle it. So I have this like nice little piece of purple leather strap to kind of close it, but that's okay. You gotta think outside of the box, right? Yeah. The cover is a triquetra knot and a bunch of other like really cool little symbols, and they're throughout my book as well. The triquetra knot, I tend to use symbols that have to do with like my heritage. So the triquetra knot is a Celtic knot. They originated in Ireland, but they were used all over the world. And the triquetra knot represents that everything in this universe is connected somehow, and that there will always be an endless cycle, like life, death, rebirth, life, death, reincarnation, whatever you may believe. It can also symbolize the triple moon goddess that is in the Wicca belief, which represents the 3 stages of a woman's life cycle. Those are maiden, mother, and crone, respectively. So maiden is like before you reach puberty, mother is when you can have a child, and crone is when you reach menopause. Now for this journal, I wanted to pack it full of things that I liked, but I also wanted to be able to pull it out and use it if I needed reference for the information that's in it. So for my title page, I drew this by hand. I kind of got other ideas off of the internet, but I just used a Sharpie. I decided to go with Book of Shadows because ever since I was little, I was really into like Charmed and practical magic. Oh, what a great movie. I love Sandra Bullock. Anyway, but I also think that true Wicca is a really beautiful religion. So to have my journal be like a Book of Shadows, I just like that. I liked it a lot better than just writing like my journal or something like that. But if you wanted to do that, that's more than okay. It's gonna be your book, you know, so do whatever makes you happy. So the next page, oh, I love this page. So this is, I guess, my cover. I don't know, my cover page. I don't know. But anyway, this is some quotes that I have just about life and like nature in general. And then I took some cute little washi tape and just kind of made like a pic collage out of it. This is an intro page, and I kind of asked myself a bunch of questions and then answered them on the following pages. I just thought that was kind of cool. I just did it. No rules, you know. This is kind of my rules of the universe and important things I've learned in my 24 years so far. God, I'm so old. Anyway, oh, and then the next pages are quotes from 2 of my favorite scientists in the entire world. Obviously, the first one is Stephen Hawking, and the second one is Neil deGrasse Tyson. One of the greatest revelations of the space age has been the perspective it has given humanity on ourselves. When we see the Earth from space, we see ourselves as a whole. We see the unity and not the divisions. Love that one. And I also love... At some point during our 13.8 billion years of cosmic history, something beautiful happened. This information processing got so intelligent that life forms became conscious. Our universe has now awoken, becoming aware of itself. I regard it a triumph that we, who are ourselves mere stardust, have come to such a detailed understanding of the universe in which we live. So remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious, and however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. Unleash your imagination, shape the future. And those were all from Stephen Hawking. Oh, I love it. Hawkins, excuse me. Don't fear change. Don't fear failure. The only thing to fear is loss of ambition. But if you've got plenty of that, then you have nothing to fear at all. I wonder who that one's from. The cosmic perspective not only embraces our genetic kinship with all life on Earth, but also values our chemical kinship with any yet to be discovered life in the universe, as well as our atomic kinship with the universe itself. We are stardust. And that was from Neil deGrasse Tyson. I love them. These are religions that I kind of liked when I was researching them. And I think religions are very interesting to study. So I did that for a little bit, and then I just kind of wrote down the ones that I liked. And then there are concepts like yin and yang and karma. Those aren't really religions, but they're concepts that go along with different religions. And then, of course, I really, really liked the Wicca religion. I think it's so beautiful, and it's very, open-minded, so it's literally just, whatever you want to believe, believe it. The next few pages are just about the Wicca practice. I did, the 5 elements. You'll see, oh, here we go, air, fire, water, spirit, all that good stuff, earth. And then this page is about the life cycle. So how everything is cyclic, that it's, for me, I believe that it's life, death, and rebirth. And I kind of just made a little page and stuck it in. Then we go on to the 8 Sabbaths. You guys will probably have noticed that I skipped a few pages. I did that because there is some private stuff in here. So I will save everybody the time and some scars. Anyway, for those of you who don't know what Sabbats are, they're just holidays in the Wicca religion. A lot of people actually celebrate these holidays and they don't even know. Halloween is a huge one. Easter, Christmas. So I did just little facts about it and how to celebrate them and the gods and goddesses that are related to them. This page, speaking about gods and goddesses, is my gods and goddesses page. Oh, surprise! So, for me personally, I don't believe in an almighty, powerful being. I don't believe in one God. I also don't really believe in multiple. And now you're gonna be like, wait, what? I like the symbolism of gods and goddesses. If you do believe in a god, that's totally fine. It's gonna be your journal. You can write whatever you want. And this is how I feel, and this is what I like, so this is what I did. I did Apollo because he's the god of poetry, music, and the arts. Hello. Even though I'd like to say I'm the goddess of that, but just kidding, that was a joke. Artemis, she's the goddess of the forest and the night sky. So to be honest, I've always had this really weird obsession with outer space and the sky at night. So that's why I wrote her, and I really liked it. I don't know, maybe I'm an alien. Honestly, I wouldn't really be surprised because I'm a fucking weirdo. These are just the rest of the god and goddesses pages. No, I'm not hiding any more from you yet. These are my meditation pages. So I tried meditation because I heard that it was really good for you. And then I started doing it and it's phenomenal. These are color correspondences. I use this when I'm writing or doing art because, surprise, colors are also very symbolic. And then, we get into astrology. I got really into astrology for a few months. And I taught myself to read birth charts. And I didn't know how to feel about it. Because I knew it was metaphysics. And I've always relied on science. But I was like, you know what? Stay open-minded with it. And it actually became a great self-realization tool. So if you're interested in it, I highly suggest just
do it. Like, go for it, because it was fun and very interesting. So this is my moon page. Ooh. Remember that weird fetish with outer space and the night sky and stuff? Yep. This is another heritage thing for me. From my mom's side, I am Creek Native American. So she heavily ingrained in me respect for all living things. Animals are very important, and so is nature and the earth and yada yada. And I'll really hold this open so you guys can like see all the pretty butterflies. Which I have a great story for you. In Native American beliefs, spirit animals are animals that help you on your life journey. So it's almost like a guardian angel. They can protect you, but it's really for looking for growth within your life. So I have several animals that are symbolic to me. Obviously, one of them is the orange monarch butterfly. This is definitely one of my favorite pages, though, because my mom actually found these. These are real orange monarch butterfly wings. No, she did not rip wings off of a butterfly to get these. She found these, very luckily, still intact, just in nature. And they're just so beautiful. And when you feel them, they're so fragile. And I think that's probably why this is one of my favorite pages. This is probably one of my only really embarrassing stories in my life, to be honest. Now, I don't like when things flap in my face. I don't like when birds do it. I don't like when butterflies do it. I just don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable. And I think it's like my fight or flight response. I don't know. This is just me justifying. But when I was very young, I also saw a movie that had butterflies crawl into, and sorry guys, it's a movie, and the butterflies like crawled into this guy's mouth and started eating him from the inside out. I can't do it. Anyway, I had a few movies that terrorized me as a child. Go ship. Anyway, the thing with the butterflies was my family brought me to a butterfly exhibit at the Bronx Zoo, and I was maybe 6 years old, and I was a mess. It was a shit show. I was uncontrollably sobbing because there were so many butterflies all over the place. I didn't know what to do. They were in my face. I could feel them flapping by my cheeks. Nope. It wasn't for me. And I remember this little boy going over to the woman being like, "What's her problem?" And the woman was like, "Oh, she's just a little scared." And he's like, "Of what?" And I remember wanting to punch the kid, but I didn't. But, we all have our choices in life. But, actually, so this is... I wrote a little bit about this experience so I never forgot it. My family will never let me forget it, so it's fine anyway. And as I started getting older, I did start noticing that specifically orange monarch butterflies were showing up more on very important dates in my life. So the first one that I remember so vividly was when I played Dutchess County Stadium. It was right before we took the stage, and we rocked that. It was so much fun, and we got on TV after, so, just little things like that. The next one is a turtle. When I was very little, my parents brought me to a Native American reservation. And this woman came up to my parents, one of the women who lived on the reservation. And she had this little stuffed turtle. And she went, and I still have it to this very day. And she came right up to me and my parents and she said, "Your child has to have this turtle." So I don't mess with that. Turtles are one of my spirit animals now. And then we've got aromatherapy pages. Ooh. So I really like essential oils because they seem to last longer on my skin than regular perfume does. And you just have like methods of extraction and blending and all that good stuff, because I like creating my own scents and I really like doing lotion and stuff like that. So, and then these are just the pages of my herbs that I like to use, aloe. And then the next pages are all about crystals, because I love crystals. It's about how they're formed, how the earth was formed, history, and then different shapes that you can find them in. And then just a bunch of ones that I like, which as you can see, I like a lot of crystal. The last couple of pages, are about tarot cards and oracle cards. Tarot cards and oracle cards, they're really fun to just kind of play around with and mess with. Some people actually do that professionally, which is totally cool. Whatever's your cup of tea. But then for people like myself, I just like to kind of play with them, mess around with them. Maybe I'll take like a deck and pull a card once a day and see if the thing on that card happens that day, things like that. And then the very, very last few pages, those are just some more quotes that I did. I love quotes. And then I've got a crystal card pocket, my birth chart for astrology, more crystal card pocket, and like a folder. And this has all my full-blown astrology reading. I hope that seeing this video kind of either made you want to make one of these. It was so much fun. I had so much fun making this, but they are very time consuming. This took me maybe a couple of months, especially to get all the information that I wanted to put in and to print out the pictures and figure out what I wanted to use, And obviously I had to go through some of my old things like the butterfly wings and the stickers. Some of them I just found lying around, and others I had to buy. I obviously had to buy this cute little construction design paper. But yeah. And if you don't want to make a journal, like if journaling's not your thing, maybe you can use some of these ideas on like a school project for your kids or for a painting or a drawing, anything. If you guys want to see like the materials that I used, get a sneak peek into all those really cute little pockets and where I got most of my ideas from, I'll see you guys next week. Happy creating!